Good morning, motherfuckers. That's so rude. It's not actually, because motherfuckers can be endearing as well as insulting. It just depends. Anyways, good morning, humans of Earth. How are you today? This very short podcast is all about the idiom, the swing of things. But the aim of this podcast is to help you use natural English, to help you use fluent English, and to help you discover your true speaking self. The best way to use this podcast is just listen to it and then listen and repeat some of the phrases, take some notes about the different collocations, the different verbs, the different words I use, and note my pronunciation when I'm using certain phrases. Other than that, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn all about the idiom, the swing of things. Here we go. Good morning, my friends. So, this short podcast is about the idiom to get back into the swing of things. The swing of things. What is the swing of things? It's how we do things on a day-to-day or on a regular basis. The swing of things could be known as your routine, for example. So last week, I wasn't working. It was glorious. It was great. It was so relaxing. I was able to sleep in a little bit. I was able to go to the gym on my own time, spend time in nature, and of course, work on different content. But this week, I am working. This week, I'm back into college. This week, I have a schedule. This week, I have to be at a certain place at a certain time doing a certain thing. So this week, the swing of things has returned. This week, I need to get back into the swing of things. So what does it mean exactly to get back into? To get back into is to start doing something again, something that you haven't done in a while. Think about a hobby that you had a long time ago. Maybe you want to get back into that hobby. I want to get back into blah, blah, blah. I want to. Not I want to, I want to. I want to get back into rugby. I want to get back into fitness. I want to get back into swimming. I want to get back into sketching and being creative. And, when I wasn't working last week, I had time to get back into all of those things. But now that the swing of things has returned, it's a little more difficult to continue with those extracurricular or those leisurely activities, as we call them. Now, for me, I have been getting back into the gym recently, and it's going great, absolutely great. I'm falling back in love with the gym, which is great because it's been a long, long time since I was in love with going to the gym. And I know a lot of people think gyms are boring, gyms are not great, but look, at the end of the day, I'm all for exercise in whatever way you can. And for me right now, the gym is necessary because I need to pump some iron. Now, there's a good adjective, to pump iron. Arnold Schwarzenegger had had a documentary. I'm sorry, that's just a funny thought. Schwarzenegger writing a dictionary. He has a documentary, and I think it's called Pumping Iron. And to pump iron is to build muscle, to get strong, all that jazz. So I'm getting back into the gym. And I'm hoping that in a month, the swing of things, that idiom that this podcast is about, will include the gym. So right now, I need to get back into the swing of things. I need to set my alarm in the morning. I need to be prepared with my meals. I need to be more organized this week. I need to make sure I leave the house at a certain time to catch the bus. All of that is the swing of things. I need to be at a certain location between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. And that's a must. That is the swing of things for me. Now, one thing I'm planning to do is to go to the gym right after work. So I'll take the bus from my work and I'll go right downtown and I'll be dropped off about a 5-minute walk from the gym. And if I keep doing that, if I keep that up, if I don't break that routine, that will become the swing of things. That will be included in the swing of things. So this is a very, very common idiom that we use in English all the time. And it basically means routine. Routine. I always find it hard to get back into the swing of things after a vacation. Because, you're always sitting there and you're thinking about the vacation. You're thinking about what you want to do instead of your job or something. And it's like, God, that was a great week that time. But now I'm back at work. Now the swing of things is going again. Now to get back into the swing of things. Here are some examples with the phrase "the swing of things." It was hard to get back into the swing of things after such a long break. It was hard to get back into the swing of things after such a long break. Oh, don't worry. Once you get into the swing of things, you'll be all right. Oh, don't worry. Once you get into the swing of things, you'll be all right. And listen to the way I'm saying those words, folks. Listen to my pronunciation. Listen to the way the words run in together. That's a very important part of using these idioms, is to pronounce them correctly. I hadn't worked in an office for several years, so it took me a while to get back into the swing of it. I hadn't worked in an office for several years, so it took me a while to get back into the swing of it. The swing of it. I'm not even saying the swing of things. I'm saying the swing of it. And that would, the it. What is the it? Well, if we're talking about an office, we're probably talking about being around colleagues, probably talking about meetings, set times, having to have a dress code, for example. All of that would be the swing of it. And like I said earlier, it might be meal prepping in advance. It might just be more organized. That is the swing of it, or the swing of things. If you ever start a new job, it'll take a while to get into the swing of things. And that means that, you start a new job, you got to learn the company culture, you got to learn who to talk to, learn what you can and what you cannot say around certain people. And for the first while, I'd always recommend keeping your head down. No one ever lost a job for listening too much. People lose jobs for speaking all the time, but not for listening. So my advice would be to keep your head down, and then you get into the swing of things, and then you can be more like yourself, in my opinion. Another example. Have you ever moved country? Have you ever moved city? Have you ever moved from a rural area to an urban area? I remember I moved to Toronto, and it was an absolute nightmare. It took so long to get into the swing of things in Toronto because it was so freaking busy. I'm from a small town in the west of Ireland. I can walk everywhere. My entire life, I walked. I didn't have a driver's license until I was 23, 24. No, 25, I think. Holy moly. And so when I got to Toronto, it took me a while to get into the swing of things, into the swing of Toronto, I could say. Because, the hustle and bustle of the city, the subway, trying to get to and from work. And I remember just being completely overwhelmed by it. And it took me such a long time to get into the swing of it. And in fact, I don't even think I did get into the swing of it. My wife and I left Toronto after less than a year because it was just too big. The like I said, the hustle and bustle, the stress, the anxiety, and the sheer volume of people made it impossible to get into the swing of things. Did not enjoy it. I would love to go as a tourist to Toronto. I think it'd be a great city for a tourist. From a tourism aspect, it's a wonderful place. It's a fantastic city. You can do anything. You can do everything. But to live there, not my cup of tea. Fuck no. Fuck no. Too many people. Too fast. I need a slow pace of life. That's what I kind of enjoy. So I never really got into the swing of it in Toronto. I found it too difficult, too stressful. And because of that, we left. Are you a student? Because if you're a student and, you take a break from college, maybe you got Christmas break, you got summer break, and, you have some time off, and you go back, and then suddenly it's full on. Suddenly it's intense, and suddenly it's like, shit, I got a lot of stuff to do right now. Well, as a student, you need to get back into the swing of things quickly. Otherwise, you'll fall behind. As a student, you need to get back into the swing of things quickly. Otherwise, you will fall behind. What is the swing of things as a student? Again, it will be class. It will be deadlines. It will be assessments. And I think it would also include a study plan. If you're a student and you're trying to get back into the swing of things, you need to act fast because the professors, in my experience, and speaking personally, I don't give a damn if you do the work or not. It's not my grade that's going to suffer. It's your grade. And this is the thing about college, the thing about university, is when you go there, in my experience and with me personally, I'm not there to hold your hand. I'm there to push you, and I'm there to point you in the right direction. And whether you decide to take the advice or not is entirely up to you. So, once the semester started, I had to get back into the swing of things quickly. I organized my calendar. I organized all my files in my computer. I downloaded all the course outlines, and I made sure that my calendar included all the important dates like assignments, about meetings, about tutorials, about group discussions, or whatever it may be. Think about, like I mentioned earlier, a hobby that you haven't done in a while. You know, right now, you're not in the swing of things with the hobby. But with a bit of practice, you might be able to get back into the swing of things with what? With soccer, with piano, with sketching, with swimming, with whatever it may be. So, overall, folks, my name is Ronan, and right now I'm getting back into the swing of things this week, and the swing of things are going to be busy. It's going to be a hectic week, because last week we did nothing. I had a nice time off. I relaxed. I did work for myself, not for my job. It was absolutely beautiful. But now I'm back at the job. Now I need to get back into the swing of things quickly, because let me tell you, time fucking flies. Time flies. Holy crap, does time fly these days. And I know in the blink of an eye, it's going to be like December. I know, not December, what the fuck. In the blink of an eye, it's going to be April, and the course is finished, and we're going to be moving into summer. So this week, I'm really, really pushing hard to get back into the swing of things. I'm going to walk to college every day. So walk to work, part of my new exercise regime, part of the new swing of things. And then I'm going to take the bus after work straight to the gym. And I'm hoping that in 7 days' time, the swing of things will include waking up early, walking to work, working, going to the gym, coming home. That's what I want the swing of things to be. So, folks, I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope you had a fantastic time away from the Little Seal English podcast. But we're back now. We're fucking back, and we're going to kill it. And we're going to take your English to the next fucking level. Have a fucking marvelous day, my friends. Bye for now.